anywhere. It wasn't the place that made it significant. It was the promise. God said, I will be with you wherever you go. So guess what, Jacob? When you get to the next town, you can point at that one too. This is the place. This is the gate. This is the place. This is the gate. There will never be a season of your life that will not be true. And you keep wishing for when. One day, when. Maybe it's a certain number in your bank account or a certain number in your ministry, but there is no there. The Lord is in this place. We've got some stones.
Pastor Samuel Rodriguez.
I'm gonna get right into it. We're gonna expedite the process. And it's not, again, it's not a mutual affirmation society sort of rhetorical exchange because of polity and protocol. Recently, someone paid me arguably one of the most unbelievable highest compliments I could possibly receive. Someone said that I was the Latino Rod Parsley. And parenthetically, the context of the Spirit is because, and this is the verbiage used, please forgive my coarse language from California, it's because supposedly I don't give a holy hoot about what the critics think, about what people say, about what the haters may post or what they may do in protest. We continue to declare there's only one way to be saved, one way to be delivered, one way, and that way has a name, and that name is Jesus. So Pastor Rod, I honor you. Again, I honor you. My ministry was not only impacted by you, Wade, the word impact.
That we need to anoint. Some stones we need to point at. Some hard things. Some uncomfortable things. Some uncertain places. This is the gate. God, I thank you for taking me from my familiar spaces, familiar friends, familiar comforts. How awesome is this place? Thank you for the age I am right now. This is the gate. Say it again, this is the gate. Close your eyes. I want you to point at the thing in your life that you've been asking God to take away. And I want you to see it differently. Maybe it's not a gate to keep you out of the presence of God. Maybe it's a gate to bring God's presence and power into your life at a level like you've never known before. I want you to point at that situation right now and say, this is the gate. "'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word."
That does not suffice to describe your ministry has changed my life. And I do what I do to a great degree because you demonstrated that it was all right to do it. So, man of God, in front of this amazing audience and through Daystar around the world, I thank God for the gift, for the general that is Pastor Rod Parsley. Give it up, church. Give it up. Honor this man of God. I'm going to get right into the word. I want to get right into the word. Hay una palabra que Dios ha puesto en mi espíritu para que ustedes este es el momento aquí. So we're going to go, we're going to land, we're going to expedite the process, and we're going to, because there's a word. And I need And I kid you not, when I was seated there, I fear the Holy Spirit, no, the fear and trembling, and so I make sure it's vetted through a good filtering process. When I was seated there, and God was using Pastor Parsley over here, Spirit of God spoke to me about completely tangential to the word we're gonna deliver. But God gave me a word for now, for you here, and those that are watching. Here's the word. The word is, your mess is about to become your miracle. I'm gonna say that one more time in the English vernacular.
Just to rest upon His promise, just to know thus saith the Lord. I'm so glad I learned to trust Him. Precious Jesus, Savior, friend, and I know that He is with me, will be with me to the end. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust Him, how Him more and more. Jesus,
Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust.
Your mess. If your children look like a mess right now, if your marriage looks like your mess, if your ministry, your mess is about to become your miracle. If you believe that, shout like you believe it. Praise like you believe it. Worship like you believe it. Matter of fact, if that's you, tell your neighbor, the one you like the most, tell them, my mess is about to become my miracle. Tell your other neighbor, tell them, my mess is about to become my miracle. I sense an anointing. My mess is about to become my miracle. My mess is about to become my miracle. Mark chapter 8. Quickly, we're going to expedite the process here. Here's the word of the Lord. Mark chapter 8, verse 22. When they arrived at Bethsaida, some people brought a blind man to Jesus, and they begged him to touch the man and heal him. Jesus took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the village. Underline that. Underline, and they took him out of the village. Then spitting on the man's eyes. It's going to be an illustrated sermon.
Jesus, Jesus, how I trust Him, how I prove Him more and more. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust Him.
when peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows
today. He laid his hands on him and asked, can you see anything now? The man looked around and said, I see people, but they can't see them clearly. They look like trees walking around. Then Jesus did it again. He placed his hands on the man's eyes again, and his eyes were open. His sight was completely restored, and he could see everything clearly. Watch this. It's going to be fast. We're just going to put him next. We're going to just, okay. John chapter 9. And Jesus was walking. He saw a man who had been blind from birth. Different reality now. But then he spit on, same spittle issue. Spit. There's a spittle thing going on. The meta-narrative of spittle. Then he spit on the ground this time. Different trajectory. Made mud with the saliva and spread it. Jesus spread the mud. He made the mess. It wasn't the devil, it wasn't demons, it wasn't legions, it wasn't principalities, it wasn't powers of darkness. Jesus made the mess right before the break. And then he told them, go wash yourself.